here with Regina Donour, who is 11th and 12th grade chemistry teacher at Letcher County High School. And you've done some interesting projects with your students, so would you describe your project?
I've been involved with a lot of water testing in my area in the community. I'm with a watershed group, and so environmental issues have been pretty much an important part of my life, professionally and personally. And so I've had my students involved with using the outdoor as a classroom. And so ARI gave me the opportunity to get funding to help do a couple of field trips. So I took the kids to Bad Branch Falls, which is a nature preserve in our county. Beautiful, pristine water. I mean, it's as pretty as anything you would ever go to. You know, as pretty as Gatlinburg or any stream that you would go to. And so we went there and spent a day, did some water testing, collected macroinvertebrates in the water, hiked to the falls, looked at the forest there, and discussed some issues that are going on with it. That was in October. The kids really had a good time that day. You know, and basically I'm trying to get them out doing science, not just sitting in a classroom studying it, but out and doing it. And
then there's another part of the project, but before they go, they do some research and doing some study, and then when you come back, then they do some follow-up.
Yeah, do some follow-up. Basically, one of the things that I do is I have them look at water quality of other areas in the county, because we don't have the best water quality in some streams in our county. And so they basically learn how to run the tests, the analysis that we do, and we look at the quality of the water that's basically in our county, and then I take them to this pristine area to say, you know, this is what it can be like. And then we also did a trip in January, which was a little bit on the cold side, but it was okay. We went to Pine Mountain Settlement School, which is over in Harlan County, and they have an environmental ed program there. So we worked out and did a forest hike there, and did some keying out of mammal skulls. So just so that they can see that science is really something that we do every day. It's a part of life.
So as a teacher, was there some things that you learned that then also, as you talk to other teachers, that you can help them if they do similar type of project?
Amazingly, you have less discipline problems. You would think that in a classroom, you know, you can control them a little bit better. To be honest with you, when you have them out doing something, you really have, because they're more engaged, they're more doing what you want them to do. When we first started doing the dichotomous key, which was keying out the skulls, you know, I was like, oh no, they're going to tear up the skulls. But no, once they started doing that, they really got involved with it and were really, you know, excited about it.
A question I've received is, how did chemistry come to life for your students through the field trip experience?
Because we were actually able to take conductivity or water quality and pH, so that they saw that the things that they were learning in class weren't necessarily just something that they learned in class. It was applicable to understanding their water quality. So when they learn what role pH has to do with the quality of water, and then they were gauging that in different sources of water, then they could really relate that to real life.
Okay, great. Well, Regina, thank you so much for dropping by.
Well, thank
Great seeing you again.
Good seeing you too. All the time, Ron.